If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
All right, thank you, Nestor. A lot of sport news to get to today on this Monday. Over the weekend, Orioles lose yesterday. It's their last 12 games, they lost 9 of them. So, yeah, needless to say, they need a couple of W's. Brian Mattis yesterday, 4 innings pitched, gave up 4 ERAs, and walked 3. He's been optioned down to AAA, and I'm hoping Jake Arrieta is next because I'm not liking the way he's pitching either. Jim told me yesterday evening, he came up to bat, just got him from the Philadelphia Phillies. He went 0 for 4, and a little stat from yesterday, Cleveland team the Orioles was playing yesterday, it's the first team Jim told me played for. It's his first career team, so that was a little interesting to me. Tiger Woods yesterday, he passed Jack Nicklaus for number 2 all-time on the PGA wins. I believe he now has 74. Needs 8 more to pass Sam Snead. Little sporting history as well. Erica Enders, I believe, became the first female stock car racer to win in history, so that's pretty cool. And back to these Orioles. It's been a rough stretch, but for anybody to say that the Orioles would be in this position that they're in right now, you're lying. It's no way. I didn't even think they'd be in this position right now. They're number 2 in the division, right behind the Yankees. After the Yankees, they started off horrible. But the Orioles right now, if they can hold off and keep a 500 or better record going into the All-Star break, I think they'll be fine. Because if anybody's asking for playoffs, I don't think you should set the bar that high. It's been 14 years of losing, so to set the bar that high after that long streak of losing is a lot to ask for. All anybody can ask for right now is a winning season, and that's what I'm crossing my fingers for. Main thing I want to talk about, Baltimore Ravens. That's my heart. I love the Ravens to death. Ray Rice and Ed Reed still have yet to report. Ray Rice is still trying to hold out for his contract. I don't understand what is the holdup with him and his contract between him and the Baltimore Ravens. Houston running back Arian Foster of the Houston Texans, they both have similar career numbers, and they're almost pretty much the same guy. I would have to give a little nod to Arian Foster just because I think he's more of an up and down back. He could pound it a little bit more than Ray Rice can. They both catch the ball out the backfield, but they both have similar numbers. Arian Foster, they got that deal done ASAP. So I don't understand what the holdup is with the contract. Was watching ESPN earlier, and John Clayton was reporting that Ray Rice was looking for about $9 million a year. Him and Arian Foster, contracts should be identical. Because, granted, both running backs, both of them, they mean a lot to both offenses. Ray Rice to the Baltimore Ravens and Arian Foster to the Houston Texans. So yeah, that needs to get resolved quick. A lot of questions this offseason. Mainly, I think the offensive line. I heard Michael Orr say this line right now that they have is probably the best line that he said he's seen since he's been here. I don't know about that, Mike. I just don't know. When you lose Ben Grubbs, arguably one of the best left guards in the league, how can you consider the line to be one of the best you've seen since you've been here? If the Ravens, if they can get the offensive line together and Ray Rice get himself into training camp, that definitely is something that Joe Flacco needs as far as protection and keeping defenders off of him. And as far as the defense, I look for 3 players to step up. Maybe one of them, or if not all 3, got Paul Kruger, Pernell McPhee, and Arthur Jones. I look for all 3 to have big years. Arthur Jones, I believe he's very underrated. And I think Ozzie Newsome knows what he's doing. Every year it's like a revolving door with the defense. It's always the next man up. So Excuse me. So yeah, it's always the next man up with the Baltimore Ravens, and in Aussie we trust, like the saying goes. And Ray Lewis, he's reportedly coming into camp a little lighter than last year, and he said that that's because it's a passing league now. He needs to be a little bit more faster. But I don't agree with him. When you're in the AFC North, every team runs the football. Cleveland Browns, they just got a running back, Trent Richardson. He'll be pounding up the middle. Pittsburgh, they're coming up the middle. The Cincinnati Bengals, they didn't re-sign Cedric Benson. They got Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis instead. I'm pretty sure they're looking to run up the middle with him as well. So you'll see how that turns out. And hopefully, I'm hoping for Haloti Ngata to have a defensive MVP type season. It seems as though we keep churning out defensive MVPs on the defensive side of the ball with Ray Lewis a few years ago and Ed Reed as well, and Terrell Suggs last year. And speaking of Terrell Suggs, I hope that he doesn't come back this year because I believe the injury is pretty serious. And for him to he's saying that he's going to come back by the middle of the season or towards the end, I think that's going to be kind of rushing it. That's a little bit too soon. So I think he just sit this one out, let the backups step up. We had that Buddy League group a couple years ago with Kelly Gregg and company. So hopefully Pernell McPhee and company could do the same thing and play as well, if not as good as them. Well, that's it for Eric Kareem. Keep listening to WNST, and that's it for me.
Throw it back to Nestor.
All right, there. Throw it back to Nestor.
There you go. Throw it back to Nestor. What's going on? You all right? You hanging in?
Yeah.
Get him a tap.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.